Good evening, thanks for joining us, and happy Mother's Day. I'm Mitchell Ringos. Now, recent rainfall and high water levels have caused a couple roads to flood and see washouts in the region, most notably on Highway 105, approximately 15 kilometers south of Red Lake and Ear Falls. They saw a huge portion of the highway completely washed out yesterday, leaving thousands stranded.
You can see the bank dropping down there on the other side. See it falling in. Whoa!
For Red Lake residents, this washout couldn't have happened at a worse spot, as this portion of Highway 105 over Caribou Creek is the only way in or out, leaving residents stranded on both sides. The washout started as just a portion of the road, but quickly expanded, now sitting at around 30 feet across and 6 feet deep. The municipality of Red Rock posted on social media saying they are working on repairing the washout, with the earliest reopening sometime tomorrow. A stretch of road about 15 kilometers from Vermilion Bay also saw significant flooding, forcing some drivers to take a detour. And just south of Pickle Lake, Highway 599 also closed for a washout, which has now been filled and reopened. The proposed community tennis center dome at Chapels Park will again be discussed at Monday City Council meeting. Administration is bringing forward a report recommending a new location for the facility. It was previously discussed during a meeting in early April, but the decision was pushed as council felt they needed more information as to where the tennis bubble would be located. Administration will be recommending on Monday that it be placed south of the original area, with the proposed move costing just over $1 million. This will cover realignment that will be required on Chapels Park Road to accommodate the new tennis bubble. It's nothing but positive reaction to the announcement in Kenora last month for the former Kenora Forest Products sawmill. The company that purchased the mill, Green First Forest Products, has not only stated its intention to restart the facility, but will have it physically moved and its operations expanded. And that in turn will open up a large patch of land within the city of Kenora for development. Ryan Benazzo has the details.
It's something Unifor Representative Stephen Boone, who spent 25 years as a union leader, calls an extremely rare occurrence.
I've been involved, obviously, on a number of restarts in Kenora a few times, in Ear Falls, and different operations. But I can tell you, yeah, I've never seen where an operation is actually closed or bankrupt, closed, moved, and then restarted.
The province recently announced a loan of just over $17 million for the new owners of one of Kenora's two sawmills, Green First Forest Products, to move the decades-old facility to a new site in the city, reconfigure the layout, and expand. Boone says Green First has experience, and he believes this plan sorts out many problems that occur when sawmills typically change hands, setting the facility up for success.
A lot of times you inherit a mill that's got all kinds of and defects that you don't have the resources to fix, or they're too difficult to fix. So the good situation here is you're going to have a new site, and you're going to have a whole ground up where you can develop the mill the most efficient, productive way, so that when lumber prices were to drop, you have a viable operation that will be able to weather that.
The expansion will create 85 new jobs and a further 135 potential indirect jobs. That's good news to Boone and to Kenora Mayor Dan Raynard, who believes Green First wants to move the facility to the Jones Road area.
There's a lot of Crown land out there, and you think about it, you don't have to bring heavy trucks into the community loaded with raw materials and then shipping out again. It's a much closer to rail yards, closer to the Trans-Canada Highway.
Raynard says the announcement helps secure industry and employment and the possibility to unlock opportunities on land that sits along the lake.
It's a big site. The fact that it's bordered with water on both sides makes it, it could be high end, and then it's on major transportation routes, so the buses go by. I think it'll be mixed use.
The entire process is expected to take about 3.5 years. Ryan Benazzo, TBT News.
And efforts to expand and modernize the McDonell Hospital in Terrace Bay has been aided by a $1 million investment from the province. The facility is over 40 years old and is now showing its age, with tight spaces and inefficiencies that affect both staff and patients. Corey Nordstrom took a tour of the hospital this week.
A $1 million investment by Ontario's Ministry of Health is going to help bring the McCausland Hospital into the 21st century.
The way we provide care now is radically different than the way we provided care in 1980 when this building opened, and it's really a team environment.
Scriber Mayor Kevin Mullins and Terrace Bay Mayor Jody Davis toured the hospital to get a better understanding of the inefficiencies at hand.
All your x-ray rooms and everything like that, they're really all too small for this day and age, and I think whatever money the hospital gets down here, it'll be put to good use.
The North of Superior Healthcare Group is in the early planning stage of how the hospital will look after work is done, but have their priorities outlined.
Expanding and modernizing our emergency department, first and foremost. We're also looking at expanding our acute care wing to have single occupancy rooms as opposed to double occupancy rooms, so 2 beds in 1 room. That, of course, will provide more privacy, and infection control practices will improve with those rooms.
McCausland serves about 4,000 people from Pays Plat to Jackfish, and with issues attracting staff to the smaller communities, there's hope that an updated facility can aid in both attraction and retention.
An incentive for new doctors, especially new doctors coming into the profession. This would be a great place for them to begin their careers and stay working in a newly renovated facility with having most of the modern amenities.
The North of Superior Healthcare Group still has to raise its own funds for the rest of the improvement costs, so it's too early to give an exact date when physical changes will be seen.
Hopefully within 5 to 7 years, we can expect to see a shiny new McCausland Hospital in Terrace Bay.
Corey Nordstrom, TBT News.
The Northwest Region OPP have named their next detachment commander in Nipigon. Staff Sergeant Dave Moskell takes over the role after a 25-year-long career in policing. Moskell says he's thrilled with the promotion, saying this is his dream job. He's previously served 10 years with the Canadian Pacific Railway before joining the OPP. He has specialized in marine operations, casino enforcement, and a staff sergeant in Thunder Bay. Moskell wants to improve the community's safety and reduce the number of incidents across his catchment area, which includes many close-knit municipalities from Red Rock to Terrace Bay.
We lose too many people on our highways, on our trails, and on our waterways. And a lot of those deaths are needless. So continuous education, continuous enforcement, but ideally tackling these problems through a community lens.
Moskell has held the acting position since September and is looking forward to creating change and sustainability across the Nipigon region. And it's been a winter locals won't forget here in Thunder Bay, which has led local ski area Loch Lomond to stay open all the way until today, which is Mother's Day, breaking the previous record, while on the other side of town, Northern Lights Golf Complex partially open, which has got local golfers excited, even with the late start. Jessica Clement has more.
A constant stream of people came by Loch Lomond on Sunday to enjoy the final day of skiing at the hill. The large amount of snow the city has received has let the ski hill be open until May 8th, which sets an Ontario record for the latest ski day in provincial history. The record was previously held by Calabogie in 2018, who were operating until May 1st. Last season, Loch Lomond was only open for a short amount of time due to the pandemic, and manager Alicia Cameron says that they were able to make up for that with this extra long season.
Last year with the COVID shutdown over most of December, January, and into February, we lost a lot of days there, and I think people have really used this season to make up for it. So it's great that we've been able to extend it as far as we have to make up for some lost time.
Unfortunately, the hill won't be able to stay open after this weekend due to the warming weather. We spoke to some skiers who are all happy to be able to even ski this late in the season.
Oh, this is awesome. Like it's great to just be able to get out one last time and just say we kind of did it.
Yeah, so 52 years of skiing, never skied in May, not here in Thunder Bay.
The perfect Mother's Day, being able to ski and then even go golfing tonight if we wanted is something I've never done before, so super exciting.
Meanwhile, at Northern Lights Golf Complex, the late spring has caused the golf course to open their doors later than usual. However, eager golfers were able to finally go out this weekend when the golf complex opened their driving range on Saturday.
I think last year we had the driving range actually open in March, which was actually early. But yes, the snow has been pretty extensive this year, and lots of the moisture we have. I think we're a few weeks behind, maybe 2 to 3 weeks behind usual.
The golf complex is planning to open their par 3 course on Tuesday, and if weather permits, they will be able to open up their regulation course next weekend. Jessica Clement, TVT News.
Now joined by sports anchor Kurt Black. Both of us soccer fans. Exciting news in Thunder Bay is the return of the Chill.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, Mitch, but the Chill opened their 2022 training camp this weekend. We'll have that